So I have this goal. I have this goal to simplify the minefield that is the fitness industry. So let me explain. In my early teens, it was all about possibility. I wanted to be a professional football player. I wanted to make my mum and dad proud. They did everything for me. My dad, he taught me to always give 100% and that anything was possible. So at 17, I joined my local leisure centre gym and I'm hooked. I'm there in my free lessons, I'm spending my birthday and Christmas money on protein powders, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So I'm geeking out on all things training and diets, wanting to look like Arnold and Bob Paris. But at the same time, I'm watching evidence-based practitioners dismantle everything these bodybuilders are saying. They're talking about how there's no such thing as good and bad foods, and none of which I'm learning from these ripped dudes. Of course, I ignored the science and evidence and instead listened to bodybuilders and fitness models. By now, at the age of 17, I've quit football and I'm playing rugby. Gym's paying off and I'm getting bigger, faster, stronger than boys my age. And for the first time, I'm not the skinny kid anymore. It's 2010 and the time has come to flee the nest, so I head to Cardiff to study teaching. I came out with a third, I couldn't get a teaching job, the beer and student lifestyle had caught up with me, I was overweight, I was out of shape, I was floating around, struggling to find my purpose. So I threw in the towel and I hired a coach. My coach's methods, they were counterintuitive. My coach, he was awesome, and I was so inspired by the impact he had on my life. I decided to follow in his footsteps, and I started training clients online. I found my purpose. Now, while other coaches out there were talking about protein synthesis, amino acids, and periodization, and I was just trying to simplify the process using my limited teaching experience through blogging and vlogging. I became addicted to learning, but I had to unlearn. So I stopped following fitness models and bodybuilders. I learned the power of treating people like individuals, putting myself in my clients' shoes, finding systems and methods that worked for them, and with that, my clients started getting amazing results. The other lesson came from my mum. I saw a woman who'd carried me for 9 months go from total independence to wheelchair bound in 5 years. It changed my perspective on life. Seeing her decline showed me the true meaning of grit, courage, and how short life can be. I stopped worrying about the small things in life. I learned to widen my lens and instead focus on the bigger picture and to be the best version of myself. And that's what I think fitness is. Because the vast majority of my clients don't have 2 hours a day to be training. They don't want to be cooking separate meals from their partners and their children. They have hobbies and responsibilities outside of the gym. And generally they're fed up and tired of pseudoscience and complete nonsense in the fitness industry. Right now we're in this midst of this unlearning process. We don't need any more fad diets. We don't need any more generic programs. And we don't need fat burning coffee. We don't need a diet or another meal replacement shake or an unsustainable extreme training program. But that's what we're taught. So what do we need? Well, we need purpose. We need perspective. We need good habits. Fitness isn't about one thing. It's a combination of doing 3 or 4 things really, really well. I call these things the 3 pillars. And without these pillars, you'll forever be spinning your wheels, cursing your genetics and your body type. So what are these pillars? Well, you can find out by downloading my guide, either up there or down there. The guide highlights the approach that I used with some of my clients who've had really, really good before and afters, and it highlights why your transformations keep getting worse while others get awesome results. It's the only fat loss manual you'll ever need. Click here or here to download the manual, and I'll see you in there.